cual me voy. El ferro, el Porsche, la C3 o el Rolls Royce. El bote parqueado en San Croix, viviendo la vida como si se va a acabar hoy. Yo, tranquilo en la mía es que estoy. El Richard Zafiro, Dios me los bendiga. Mis hijos no nacerá otro como Floyd. Las baby le llegan, los míos al día no le falta nada. Las guaguas son negras, están todas blindadas. Tu ronca allá afuera, aquí tú no eres nada. Porque mi tiempo me vale dinero. No te asustes si te enseño todos los ceros. La vida me bendijo porque me mero. Soy mi jefe, so hago lo que yo quiero. Aquí arriba no llegan. Tú sabes que aquí es real. Me vengo a afrontar, preguntarle al banquero, son 3 melones semanal. No existe quien me va a parar, se juntaron todos para quererme frenar. Saludo a la federal y a la estatal, cambié todas las válvulas ya que pueden barbulear. Yo...
Underneath the southern skies of Georgia, we've got daytime baseball from Truist Park. Today, a matchup of a pair of first-place teams between the San Francisco Giants and the Atlanta Braves. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Ian Anderson, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Lamont Wade Jr., the batter, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off the afternoon for San Francisco, the right fielder, Lamont Wade Jr.
First pitch on its way. Now a strike called in the upper part of the zone.
First pitch, 120.
The 0-1.
No, that's down.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. After it is Soler. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, I'm pretty excited to get a chance to see Brandon Crawford. He hit over 450 last month. Nobody could figure out how to get him out, and I'm telling you, he's not cooling down. He's the guy I'm watching.
Here's Tommy La Stella now, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. To come in here at 259, 3 homers and 15 RBIs. The 1-0. Lifted down the line in left. And foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. And this is swung on and grounded out to Swanson at short. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Striding in is Darren Ruff, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First offering. A ball and no strikes.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. And we're just underway from Truist Park. And there's a swing and a miss, 2-1 now.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup, so if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
Now the 2-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
It's always nice to get something cooking in the first inning, even with 2 outs. Now your cleanup man steps to the plate and has a chance to drive in the first run of the game.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1.
Have to find a way to get that guy home from second now. Never know how important these early runs can be.
2 out here and a runner at second. One ball and 1 strike to the Giants' first baseman.
Hey, I know we're only in the top of the first, but back-breaking blows are those 2-out runners in scoring position knocks, and they have a chance to capitalize right here.
Boy, Dero, you touched it on it right there. I think as a pitcher, you try to get through that first inning and not have to show all of your pitches and empty out the bucket. That 2-out double right now, he's going to have to buckle down to try to keep this game scoreless.
Two and 2.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't be shocked if he attacks his zone again.
The 2-2. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. 2-out double left stranded. Back to Truist Park following this. Anthony Desclafani, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that is a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
That's a ball. Look out, 1-1.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And it's fouled away.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch. Slow grounder to first. He's right there, and a good throw gets him 1 gone. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, I'm excited to get a chance to see that left-handed hitter, Freddie Freeman. He had an on-base percentage of over .450 last month. There are a lot of things you can look at in this game, but that's one thing that just stands out. If you're getting on base that much, you're not making a lot of outs.
Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul for strike 2. The 0-2 delivery. high in the air and deep to left center field. Back goes Yastrzemski, still going back. Gone! It's a solo shot for Jorge Soler, number 21 for him on the season. As the Braves get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman,
The first baseman.
as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He'll enter play with a good chance to get over 300. He's at 298, 27 homers, and an even 70 RBIs. The 1-0 is a sharp slider taken low for a ball. Freeman playing here in his age 31 season. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out. Ready now is Austin Riley, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. And the pitch. This will lay off a slider too low, ball 1. Two and 0 now.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
Comes with the fastball, but it's outside for ball 4.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Here's Jock Peterson now, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch of the AB now.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Behind 0-2 now. Riley, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fouled off. The next 0-2. Ripped on the ground to first. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And they will still manage to get him at first. A spectacular all-around play, and the inning is over. Braves able to tack on another courtesy of the solo shot. We'll head to the top of the second, and the Braves have an early 1-0 advantage. Brandon Crawford digging in next.
San Francisco, the shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Crawford rounds the bag at first, looking for second. And he's got himself a leadoff double to begin the second.
Now that's the way you answer. They're down 1-0 already, but he laces the double and puts himself in the scoring position. That'll get the dugout fired up and excited to punch back.
Stepping in now, Wilmer Flores. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 16 homers, and he's driven in 45. Here's the 1-0. This is in the air to right. Peterson has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting seventh, the center fielder, number 5, Mike Yastrzemski.
Next to hit, Mike Yastrzemski, trying here to plate the tying run from second. First delivery to him. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. So they're going back. Gone! Two-run shot to straightaway center. Number 22 on the year. And the Giants move out ahead. It's 2-1.
Man, you could see the center fielder tracking the ball the entire way. He thought he had it, and he might tell you he should have had it, but he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a game of inches, folks.
At the plate, Kurt Casale.
The catcher, number 2.
High in the air out to center field. Soler is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Base is empty, 2 away, and so the pitcher will bat next. That brings up Anthony Desclafani. First pitch coming, here it is. As he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike 1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. A ball and 2 strikes to the Giants pitcher. Softly hit to short. Swanson brings it in. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 2-1 San Francisco. Dansby Swanson lining up to hit, and you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. Here's the first pitch to him. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
Count now, a ball and a strike. The pitch.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Hey, doubled up on breaking balls there outside. Now might be the time to bust that fastball in.
The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Next to stand in is Eddie Rosario. Now here's the first offering. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0.
Well, they're certainly letting you know as an offensive unit that they're going to be patient. As a pitcher on the mound right now, you have to recognize that and start attacking in the zone early.
And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
And that one yanked just foul. 3-2 pitch. Here's a huge swing by Rosario and a deep drive to right field. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as the Braves have come back to tie things up at 2 apiece.
You don't see this very often off of this starting pitcher. This guy's not used to giving up some bombs, so I'm sure that'll be a wake-up call, and he'll start throwing some better pitches.
Into the box, Stephen Vogt.
The catcher.
As he'll take a look at ball 1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. The 1-0. One out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. He'll try again, 1-2. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Into the box now, Ian Anderson. Liner towards second. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Boy, Dero, you're talking about frustrating as a pitcher. You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The 1-0 is laid off of down and in.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Now the 2-1. Jorge Soler would be next if they can keep this inning alive. 2 out with the man at first. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Oh, and this kicks right off of him. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. 2 men on, 2 out. And that'll bring up Jorge Soler to hit next.
Well, Matty, we know he's got the timing on the fastball locked in. That's what he got a hold of on that home run in the previous at-bat. You do not come off the heater. Have to be leery of the off-speed, but stay on the fastball. He's got to throw it again.
Here's the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Anderson on third. Albies on at second with 2 down. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And he'll make it back in safely at third. Two and one. Here it is.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
The 3-1 pitch, and it's fouled away. The payoff pitch, and pitch number 33 in the inning will be the lucky one, as this is swung on and missed to retire the side. But a run scores in the inning, and that'll have to be good enough, as this solo home run knocks things up. We play 2, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. New inning set to get underway, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Lamont Wade.
Number 31, Lamont Wade Jr.
First pitch on its way. And this is low, ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
A ball and a strike to the Giants' leadoff man.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. I tried to backdoor him there, but it's a full count now. 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Fouled away. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let a team answer when your guys just scored a run for you. So he's thinking ground ball right here to try to get a double play and end this threat.
So next to hit is Tommy La Stella. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll 2.
According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, La Stella hits a little over the 270 mark. 1-1 to Tommy La Stella. Runners on the move for second. Hard liner to center field. Soler is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting, number 33.
Up next, Darren Ruff. He doubled his last time up.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Ready with the 1-0. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. And that's taken up and in for ball 2.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Now the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Runner at first here with one away in a 2-2 ball game. 2-2 pitch is fouled away.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
The 2-2 one more time. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
To the plate now, Brandon Belt, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Pitch outside, the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throwdown that results in a third out on the bases. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves' offense with their manager, Brian Snitker, during the commercial break. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Thank you, Heidi. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
A ball and a strike now to the Braves' first baseman.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
2 balls and a strike to Freeman. Now the 2-1 pitch.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Freddie Freeman was retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the third. Stepping in for the Braves, Austin Riley worked a walk his first time up. Now the pitch. Bounce to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Now at the plate here is Jock Peterson, grounded out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the AB now. Lifted down the line in left, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
Super important situation right here for the pitcher to go 1-2-3. Get back in the dugout, regroup. He struggled early, but if he can knock out this 1-2-3 inning, I think he can right the ship.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
Wastes a pitch on the knuckle curve there, 1-2. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3. And after 3, it remains a 2-2 tie. Welcome back to Truist Park, just outside Atlanta, as we send it down to check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, thanks, Heidi. All set for the start of the inning, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Brandon Belt.
First baseman, number 9, Brandon Belt.
Now the pitch.
Count 1-0.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Now the 2-0.
Hey!
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd, with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Brandon Crawford is in for his 2nd plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Swing and a liner, and that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And this will kick off the base of the wall, and he'll reach 2nd now with 1 away.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing, but hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to 2nd. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
So now to the plate, Wilmer Flores. Fouled off. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Crawford leads off 2nd with 1 gone in the inning. Another one sent foul. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at-bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And the runner from second is in to score.
Hey, D-Roy, I think we got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs, and it looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired, going to leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised to see the bullpen get going.
Mike Yastrzemski digging in at the plate. No balls and a strike to count. Runners on first with one down. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field, his second home run of the game, and just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Comes the Braves manager out as he'll take that slow walk toward the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Josh Tomlin answers the call from the pen here in the fourth, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Stepping in now, Kurt Casale. He grounds it sharply to third. Oh, what a dive. How about that?
Man, I love this play. It makes me miss playing third base right here. He smothered it with the dive, and I love how fast he got to his feet, set his shoulders, and threw an absolute bullet across the diamond.
At the plate now, Anthony Desclafani, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The windup and the 0-1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Grounded to short. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's now 5-2 San Francisco. Now it'll be Dansby Swanson, 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
Drilled on the ground to short. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. Stepping in next, Eddie Rosario. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
Yeah, he absolutely torched the fastball his last time up. Pretty much a no-doubter, so he's got to be feeling pretty confident right here. You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
A ball and a strike now. Fourth inning here, already a 5-2 score. And he fouls this one off. Now the pitch. One, two is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get to Chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him. So we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
3-2, full count. Now the payoff pitch home. There's ball 4.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
So next to bat will be Stephen Vogt. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the AB now. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Rosario, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. The 1-1.
Ball 2. I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 6th home run on the season for him. As they pull within 1 here, it's now a 5-4 game. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Yeah, Matty B, you don't see this very often, D-Row, when it's cold and chilly like this. Wind blowing in a little bit, but we're still seeing a lot of home runs.
Yeah, Dan, I can't explain it. Let's just tip our hats to both offenses right now because they came to play. Moving traffic against this cold weather, not easy to do.
Josh Tomlin stands in as he looks at a called strike. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. 4 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Again, another foul ball. And he struck him out.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
So up steps Ozzie Albies. Swing, and he pops him up, and no one will get this one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 0-1 delivery.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all on the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
Skied into straightaway right. He's under it, and that ends the inning. But 2 in the inning for Atlanta, both coming on this 2-run home run. We're through 4. It's the Giants 5 and the Braves 4. Back to the top of the order now, and up next will be Lamont Wade Jr.
Lamont Wade Jr.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope.
Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1. Grounded to first. Freeman is up with it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Braves are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter, and he'll likely do his best to forget about today.
Well, you could see right from the get-go that he didn't bring his A game, had a very difficult time getting through the lineup, and as a matter of fact, wasn't able to even get out of the 4th inning. So the bullpen's going to have to do a really big job of finishing out the rest of this game.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Tommy La Stella is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Chopped toward the second baseman. Albies picks it up, and there are 2 away now. Now at the plate, Darren Ruff. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
No balls and 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. Down the left field line and deep, and it's a foul ball. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Giants are down 1-2-3. They lead it 5-4. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Jorge Soler. Here's the first pitch. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
The 1-0. And it's fouled away. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Three and 1.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're trying to put a start away. Make him work his tail off, throw a lot of pitches, and get on base any way that you can. A big inning at this point of the game, and he's probably gone.
Now here's the Giants manager making that slow walk to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change as that's going to be off for his starter this afternoon. So the line score will show he departs after just 4 innings of work, and you know they wanted more out of him than this, as he won't even stand to be the winning pitcher here. Zach Littell takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. Freddie Freeman will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, that's a huge set-the-tone pitch right there. To a great hitter, you do not want to fall behind 1-0 and have him sitting all over a fastball or guessing what you throw next. You get ahead 0-1, and now the count's in your favor, and you and your catcher can start doing some things.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Soler aboard here at first with nobody out. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Two is a changeup that misses. 3-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Into the box, Austin Riley, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He grounded out last time up. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Barehanded for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 pitch, 2 outs. A pitcher's best friend to end the inning. Back to Truist Park following this. Drew Smiley takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and next will be the imposing power bat, Brandon Belt. And now a pitch on the way.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Brandon Crawford will be next. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. 0-1 on its way. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Rosario is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, the third base.
Next, here is Wilmer Flores. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. And now the first pitch. Fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Counts even at 1-1 to Wilmer Flores.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
The 1-1.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
Again, he sends it out of play. The next 1-2 pitch. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Grounded up the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Hey, 5 foul balls in a row. Loving the battle in the box right here, making the pitcher work.
That one bends around the zone, and it's 2-2. And he struck him out, so he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. Giants down in order. They hold on to a 5-4 lead. So next to bat will be the left-handed hitting Jock Peterson.
For the Braves, the right fielder, Jock Peterson.
First offering on its way. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage, and he was able to slow him down right there and get him off balance.
Count is even at 1-1 to Peterson. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Hit down the third baseline. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. The 2-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Payoff pitch one more time. Fouled off. The next 3-2. Line to the right side. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
And Next will be Dansby Swanson digging in, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Peterson leads off second with nobody out. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time, as it's well off the outside. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And they take the lead. It's gone. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. 24 home runs for him on the season, and this one gives him the lead at 6-5.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number one, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
In now, Eddie Rosario, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. It was a walk in his last trip. The windup and the 0-1. In there, strike two. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
I got the count 1-2.
And he fouls this one off. Line towards center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball, but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Into the box now, Stephen Vogt, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0 delivery.
When you're hitting at the bottom of the order, you better be keyhole in the middle of the plate. You cannot allow pitches like that to go by.
Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. Still only one out in the inning. Hit hard on the ground to first. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Guillermo Heredia will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning. From the belt, kicks and deals. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 5 homers and 25 driven in. Now the 1-0.
Well, you have to have a lot of confidence and composure to pitch effectively, and right now, I'm just not seeing it. He looks kind of rattled out there to me.
Now a slider down the middle, but laid off. hit pretty well out toward right center field. Back goes Yastrzemski at the track, the wall, and this one is gone, a home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, 6th home run on the season for him as they open up an 8-5 lead.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Johnny Cueto, the 5'11" right-handed reliever, enters to take over on the mound now. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Lifted the other way to left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Jorge Soler will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. And now a pitch on the way. And Cueto starts him out with strike 1. And he takes strike 2. Swing and a miss got him reaching. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. We're through 6 full. It's the Braves 8 and the Giants 5. Luke Jackson is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Mike Yastrzemski stands in looking for home run number 3 right here as you see what he's done so far in this one. And now the first pitch. The 2-0. Nope. 3-0.
Well, that's ball 3. The Giants right now are looking for base runners. They'd love to start this inning with the leadoff walk.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
The 3-1. Lifted the other way out to left center. On the move is Rosario. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Next, it'll be Curt Casali, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball 1, no strike. Ball 2. 2-0.
Now the 2-0 home. 3-0 now.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
That one's in there. 3-1.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
Here's the pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Buster Posey will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Now the first pitch. Jackson stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. The 0-1. Here's a strike with the breaking ball.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Albies scoops it up. There's 1. Relay to Freddie. Double play, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. Still looking up at an 8-5 deficit. Number 65 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 65.
And now here is Freddie Freeman, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Up top, it's 2-0.
Talk about certain guys in a lineup that you want to be really careful with. This guy right here is one of those, and you can tell he's pitching awfully cautiously.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
In there, 3-1. Swing, and he pops him up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. And he's set down, 1 away. So here's the cleanup hitter, Austin Riley. No hits to this point. Here's the pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit sharply on the ground, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
To the plate now, Jock Peterson, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Riley leads off first with 1 away. And that'll miss up and in ball 2.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a 3rd time.
And a called strike on the outside part of the plate. To 2-2 now.
2-2.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Dansby Swanson will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now the 1-0. Swinging a ball in line down in the left field corner. But this lands foul. It's a ball and a strike. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Yastrzemski's got it for out number 3. 1 left for Atlanta. They're on top by 3, 8-5.
So I ain't saving you a cleaner house. Do you think that's...
Tyler Matzek has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 68.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Stepping forward, Lamont Wade. He bounced out last time up.
Lamont Wade Jr.
First pitch on its way.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-1 home. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Popped him up. Swanson calls for it. 1 down.
Up next,
that's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
So now to the plate, Tommy La Stella, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Got to find a way to scratch at least 1 across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
He's set. Here's the 0-1.
Oh, that's out.
Fouled away. The 1-2. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Digging in next, Darren Ruff. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And now the first pitch, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. One and one. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1. Has a look, now the pitch. fouled off. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And there's a missile off the bat, but it's foul.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Here's another 2-2.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. The next 3-2. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Stepping in now, Brandon Belt. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the 0-1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. A runner on first with 2 away. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Guess where he's going with this next pitch? Probably a little further outside, see if the fish are still biting.
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
3-2 pitch. He swung on and missed, strike 3. Giants leave 1. Still looking up at an 8-5 deficit. Tony Watson is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Eddie Rosario.
The left fielder, Eddie.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Outside, that's a ball.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Hard hit ball to second. LaStella fields it cleanly, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. So here is Stephen Vogt, and if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
When you've got a guy that throws a good 2-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
A ball and a strike. And now the Giants are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 1 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. And it's fouled away. Here's another 1-2. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
Travis d'Arnaud will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. First pitch on its way as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He'll check in with an average still south of 230, 4 home runs and 17 RBIs. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Hey, find a way right here. 2 outs. This guy has come in throwing bullets. If he can get this team into the dugout right here with another donut and they regroup, start passing the baton a little bit, we got ourselves some action.
Now the 2-1.
Oh, that's too high.
Ozzie Albies would be next. And he lays off ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Number 1, second baseman.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. That'll bring up Ozzie Albies. He's set. Here it comes.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just to give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Now the 1-0.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
The 2-0 on the way. Hard hit ball to second. LaStella has it over to Crawford at the bag, and the force play will end the inning. Braves strand 1. They're on top by 3, 8-5. Will Smith comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Digging in will be Brandon Crawford. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against a closer.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. 0-2 now as Crawford comes up empty on that one.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Two balls and 2 strikes to Crawford. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
From the stretch, Wilmer Flores is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Strike taken up in the zone. here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Here comes the 1-2. Is looked at for ball number 2.
That's a good job right there. Very rarely see pitchers double up where they go a pitch inside. Normally they'll go back outside, but he followed that up with another pitch on the inside part of the plate.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And he'll squeeze this one for the second out. Next up is Mike Yastrzemski. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. First pitch on the way. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. 2 out, nobody on. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Well, that's a surprising late swing on a heater, middle cut right there. In a fastball count, he's going to have to turn it up a notch.
High and wide, 2 balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
At the plate now is Curt Casali. 0 for 2 for him to this point. He's set, and the pitch. Fouled away. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Outside, 2-1. Yastrzemski leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Fouled off. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We could say this now. This is one of the greatest teams in the history of baseball.
8-5 today. The Braves rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Drew Smyly earns the victory out of the bullpen, number 10 on the year. Will Smith hammers down the save, his 29th of the year. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Atlanta Braves. 8 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Giants, 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 46 minutes. Our paid attendance at Truist Park this afternoon, 41,500. The Braves thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.